How many lives do you need?
How many? It's
Yeah.
not the point. How many?
How many
It's
then?
not a lot. This is
Sorry?
a lot. Many.
How many? How many did
Oh,
Buddha?
have infinite?
Why do you need number?
Infinite?
No, why do you need number?
Because of the idea of this reincarnation, birth, death,
Yeah.
life circle. What we're saying is this is redundant because it doesn't address the main core problem.
My version of you, yeah, multiple chances, or only one life is enough. This was my just question, and
Yes.
my analogy logic was this: why not one moment is enough? And you ask how it's how explain it. My explanation: seeds of the plant, yes, if you put in the same soil, yes, two different seeds, they will grow two different like plants. And what you ask about free will, how this free will and choice implied in one's life, condition is the same, yes, but nature of a person or these seeds different. You took birth with one complex of characters, qualities. Yes, you may be good at math, probably. I believe you're good at math, and someone good in I don't know, geometry, whatever, chemistry. Yes. So we are all different. We are not showing all the same quality. We all different from the beginning. If we look at the children from their young age, like from the beginning, they're different, completely different, and not only environment influence them, but also influence their own nature. Own nature of everyone is different from the beginning. It's not only depend on environment. Also, environment is very very big factor. Yeah, thank you. It's a big factor. But also we see not only environment, also own nature of person is already from the beginning of the birth different. Are you agree with this?
The point I disagree profoundly is your analogy of why is not one moment sufficient with an example of a seed. One moment does not give people the opportunity to act on their knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong, and their free will. Because
same answer. One life is not enough to show your full capacity, for your full character. It's not enough.
How so?
Because one life, you're very short. You make only one. You have different nature. One strange decision, one wrong decision.
What changes in the next life? What additional
One more
change?
try.
No,
It's
not
like
not
game.
not
Computer
not
game.
not,
You're
not
playing
opportunity.
computer
When you
game.
say not enough means you haven't had enough opportunity. What of the opportunity does that person not have in this life, but they have in the additional life? You have to give that. That's what's missing. That's why we need another life. It's like this saying,
Choice,
why
one
do
more
we
choice.
why do we not need another prophet? If we say this prophet has come with universal law and guidance, that's why we don't need it. There's no room for another prophet's guidance. If you say this life is not sufficient because there are additional opportunity available in these ways, that's why we need another life. What additional, for example, you must have lot of life and birth in your life cycle, right? Already.
Of course.
Precisely in your belief system.
Yeah.
So what additional now that you have that you didn't have in your past life?
I will answer on this, but before I say to you this full topic about this plant and seed, and I explain how children is different from the beginning. And my question was, are you agree with that? That all children?
Do you want me to answer that? Because I've answered it once before.
Yeah, no.
Because I didn't address it at all.
You
So
did
let me
not answer about children.
so let
Are
me
you
let me
agree?
let me address
Are
it.
you agree?
Let me address it.
Are you agree? My question.
I do not agree, and I'll tell you why.
Are you agree with that all children, they're different by nature, by birth?
No.
No.
All human beings
all the same.
have the same nature,
Okay.
and as we develop, we become mature enough to understand and distinguish between right and wrong, truth and falsehood, good and bad. Before that point, the children are not accountable. Once you become
I'm not asking
a mature,
accountable. I'm
so
asking about nature.
so the
Are
nature remains the same.
Same,
We
yeah.
human
All people
nature,
from the first
human
day of our
nature
lives,
does not
the
change.
same.
Human nature does not change. So that is why the message is universally acceptable, achievable, accessible. In your case, when you talk about a seed, we are saying a seed does not have that self-consciousness or ability to differentiate between right and wrong and act upon anything.
Not only that, the analogy is interesting because you're saying that all seeds, they start from a beginning point and they germinate into different plants. That was your analogy, right?
No, it's not. I don't speak like.
All seeds, they...
But I don't speak. I understand what you say, but I didn't speak.
Okay, but the analogy you gave is interesting because what we understand is that all human beings, they start from a particular point and they develop, they acquire skills as they grow older, correct?
No, you finish your point.
Okay. But no, I think it's self-evident, it's obvious that this is what happens. All children are born. They are born with the same platform, same
DNA. Same DNA.
Yes. And what happens is
Same DNA.
Yes.
Bro.
The source is exactly the same, right? Listen.
Source of parents.
Let me finish, my friend. Let me finish so you understand the point, right? So as Muslims, we understand that children are born on an even playing field. You know, level playing field? You know what that means, level playing field? And then what happens is that they develop based upon the environment that they're in. They acquire consciousness. And the environment that they're in usually shapes how they will turn out.
Okay, we are disagreeing on this point because...
Let me finish. You haven't even heard the full understanding. So these children, my friend, as they develop, they all have the same level of the ability to be able to think and rationally deduce how the world works. Some of them, their abilities will outstrip others. Some of them are cleverer than others in various areas. But ultimately, the source of these children, they all have the same ability, and the choices that are given to them determine how these abilities develop.
Man, look, wait.
Hold on, let me finish.
It's already too much. It's already too much.
How is that too much?
Because you already said so many things. Source is the same.
Yeah.
How is the same? Parents is different.
No, but let me show you. Let me give you the punchline.
Parents is different.
Let me give you the punchline, right? The punchline is this: the truth that all human beings in Islam are going to have to contend with is so easy and simple. So all human beings have the ability to be able to understand the simple truth. So it doesn't matter whether you've been brought up as an illiterate in the middle of the desert, or whether you've been brought up in a household of PhD parents.
There is a conflict with reality, bro.
No.
Conflict.
The truth.
Some of the handicapped from the birth, and he doesn't understood anything.
Yes, but we're talking
and you're saying we are the same.
Yes, but do you understand?
How he can understand?
Do you understand that that's the exception to the rule? The rule.
Exception, okay.
The rule is, what's the rule? That everyone, most of mankind are born with a handicap.
So how's this exception came?
Let me finish. Let me answer the question, because this directly now addresses your point that you're now appealing to the extreme of the spectrum. That there's handicapped people, there's deaf people, there's dumb people.
Wait, because it shows obviously we are not the same from the birth.
Okay,
it's a clear point.
Okay.
We are not the same from the birth.
Okay, so
this is my point.
But that's the exception to the rule, though, isn't it? The vast majority, 99% of mankind, they have their faculties intact.
Yeah, we have this normal law, like 80% more or less normal,
Okay.
90, 10% is really, really good, and 10
Okay,
really,
good.
really bad.
Okay, good.
This is like
Okay,
law
good.
nature.
So the truth that we Muslims have, our understanding, this truth is for the majority, the vast majority. As for those who have been born with the faculties of not being able to recognize the truth, they're the exception to the rule. And so Islam now deals with this. But according to your understanding is that the people who are the vast majority, they all have the same faculties of reasoning, they recognize the truth, but they can still have a trillion chances. So we say...
don't think like this.
No, but that's what reincarnation essentially leads to.
No, you don't say what I think.
Okay, you tell me.
What I already
you tell us.
I'm saying obvious thing.
What's the obvious? What's the obvious?
We are different from the birth. Our source is different. Your parents are different from mine. Someone parents engineer, someone parents sportsman.
Yes, but the Russian human rationale is exactly the same.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. From the beginning, someone.
Do babies speak languages when they grow up? Do the vast majority of babies speak language?
This is topic about how they acquire language. Yes.
Do you propose some kind of racial superiority?
Wait, let us speak simple things.
If you're not the same,
What I'm trying to say, we
No.
are different from the birds. This
The
is
moment- the moment-
if you don't accept this,
look,
we cannot.
the moment you say we're different from the birth, the moment you accept that we're different from the earth, then there's already a presumption that some people are better in birth than the others. Who are they? The Brahmins? The white supremacists? Who are they?
It's not. It's
You
not
know,
about,
this is whole
it's
idea
not
of
about
is
better-
inbuilt racism.
Better or worse, it's not our topic to discuss. At least we understand. Are we different or not?
In what- in what
and
way?
you say it's not.
Can you explain
but
in
I'm
what way?
saying yes.
No.
And wait.
Human rationality, everyone has access to. That's God's mercy. He only accounts people who exercise them or not having that ability. Everyone's given that ability who's going to be accountable. Those who are not going to be accountable are those who don't have that capacity. Say a mentally insane person is not accountable because that person cannot distinguish right and wrong and so on and so forth. So the accountability is only those who have given that faculty of rationality. And God has given that access to the vast majority of people who will be accountable. And that's why the Day of Judgment is sufficient for one life. In your case, multiple problems. I'll start with first problem. Who decides the law of karma?
It's not. Well, it's not
very important.
I don't know. We are not agree on the thing.
No,
For
no.
me, no. Wait.
Fundamentally, you need to sooner or later, you have to come with grasp with it. How do you explain the law of karma in your belief system?
If we are not agree for obvious thing for me that we are different from the birds,
My friend,
we could
still
not
talk.
No, yeah, we still talk, but we could not go further.
You know what Mansur said? Mansur said that every human being is born with the rational ability. That means that
But not the same capacity.
Let me finish. The rationality allows the vast majority of human beings to be able to speak. That tells us that from the very beginning, we're all on an evil playing field. How would you be able to prove, given that 99.99% of mankind, right from the past, now and in the future, all of us have been born with the rationale to be able to acquire speech. How are you going to now argue that we still differ? In what way are you going to argue
We
that we
speak
differ?
different language. And first of all,
Yeah, but that comes later on.
Wait,
The
first of
ability
all-
to speak is there. What language you speak has nothing to do with it.
yes, language is actually what makes you human.
Okay.
If you don't acquire language, you're not a human yet.
Okay, so when you acquire language,
Yeah, and language, what you speak,
One second.
is completely define your weight of thought.
So let's take language now. People develop different languages.
Yes.
Does the language stop any human being from understanding the following? That something exists and doesn't exist at the same time. Does any language stop a person from being able to recognize this understanding?
Let me speak more obvious thing. If you speak,
There's nothing more obvious than that,
no,
my friend.
it's obvious thing.
He's talking about the language of logic.
You know what logic is?
It's independent of being English, Chinese, Greek, Arabic. This language is understood by rational
I'm telling
people.
you, I have heard, I a little bit studied, and there is one nation, I could not remember now, when they speak about themselves, or they want to show you, if you ask me, where is something, it's the back of them, yes? From the behind of them.
Yeah, but it's not going to be behind and in front at the same time.
And how you will show it's behind? Show me now, example.
What's that got to do with anything?
But
Make your
give
point.
me
Make
explain.
your point.
Let
Make
me-
your
let me
point.
ch-
Make your
Give me
point.
a chance to explain.
Okay, make your point.
So
Go on, 'cause I
show
thought-
me a red bus.
I thought that's. Are you
Show me
explaining
red
or are you
bar.
asking me a question?
Over there, look, 3 red buses.
No, but you need to show us the back, your back.
No, I'll give you a better example.
Not
give you a better
better. Let me
example.
finish my point.
I'll give you a better
No,
example.
let me finish my point.
Every single language has the concept of number one.
You ask him a question.
Yeah, ask him your question.
You
answer.
ask him a
No,
Well,
listen. Every language, every person has the concept of
Man, if
the
you will
number
not
one.
answer me this question, we could not do dialogue because I tried to make a point of statement about language.
Okay, go on.
About how we're different language.
Okay, go
and
on.
you now make your
So what
point.
do you want-
So
what do
my
you want me to
question now, experiment now.
Yeah, go
so
on.
show me a red bus there. Just point there. Can you point?
Without turning around?
Yeah, without turning around.
No, I can't. I
No,
don't
Yeah,
have-
you can, you
turn
can.
around.
Look
I don't have eyes.
Look at here. Look, can you see the red bus?
Yeah,
Look
turn
here.
around, and then show me it's there.
I can see the red bus.
Yeah, so show me. Like
there it
now,
is.
look at me and show me that.
Okay,
bus.
there it is.
Yeah, and that nation, you showed like this.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And that nation, they will point like this.
Okay.
And this is the difference.
Yeah, it's similar to when we in Britain we say one, in European languages they say one.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So
Perspective language they use, because gesture is also language.
Okay.
Gesture language.
But
Language is different.
they still understand what one is, right?
Let
whether
me
you
finish.
whether you do this one or whether you do this,
Man,
it's
look.
still one.
What's the point of your language?
Yeah, I tried to came here not to argue.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the
I'm
point
just-
about language you're
if you-
making? Would you mind making that point?
Yeah, I'm trying to explain. This is also language, sign language, gesture language, and it's already different because while they're showing like this, they don't perceive themselves in their consciousness as they're not transparent.
So does this mean behind?
Yes, this means behind.
And this means behind as well.
yes.
So they both denote something being behind
but
them.
you never will do like this. You will never do like
No,
this.
but the truth claim, which
you
is
will never show like this.
my
A
friend.
bus is there.
Yes, listen.
You will never do this.
Listen. Whether I
You
do
listen.
yeah. So whether I do this or whether I do that, the truth, which is that there's a bus behind me,
But perspective is different.
The truth is still being affirmed that there's a bus behind me. I could take my toe and say,
But if
I could
you're-
say there's a bus behind
If
me.
you're from a different culture, if you're from different culture and you don't know this gesture, for you it will be a little bit meaningless because for you it will be okay. Bus is here.
Right. So
It
once
will-
I learn that that's what
yeah,
it means.
once you will learn
Exactly.
their language.
Exactly.
So language, that's what I'm explaining about language, how we are different, speaking different language.
Okay. So does that now deny the fact
Let me
that
finish. And this is how I explain how different languages make you think different. Your weight of thoughts, or something interesting.
It's Speaker's Corner.
Speaker. This is more interesting. Yeah?
No, that's the theatrics over there. Yeah.
As I'm trying to explain basic things, how our languages distinguish.
Carry on.
Sorry, my friend.
No,
Go
but
ahead.
it's actually I'm finished. This examples shows language we know, language you speak originally, like childbirth language, mother language, makes us think different.
It may-
Our decision making is different. How we perceive is different because
No,
here. Let me explain one more thing. In English, you know this. English, if you are angry, yes, how you will say you're angry and that person. What will be in language? Tell me.
Just that word.
You angry
Yeah.
with or
Right. So and
okay? I will say what is English says.
Okay.
English says I'm angry with him.
okay.
With
Yeah.
means
Okay.
with means like with
Yeah.
something. Yes.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah.
In Russian language, we are saying I'm angry on him,
Okay.
like you,
Yes.
and I'm put my anger on you. English says I'm angry with you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Thoughts, this way of thoughts is different.
Okay.
I'm angry with you, like
Okay.
yes, I'm with him,
Okay.
or I'm on him.
I'm getting confused with your. Make a point, please.
I'm trying to say that language we speak make us think different.
No,
With or on?
No, it does not. I'll tell you why.
I'm telling you just example
hold on,
how
hold on, hold on,
English
hold on,
says
hold
and
on.
how Russian says.
You know when
it's
someone
different.
You know.
and even
Maybe there's a language barrier.
let me say, and even person.
Maybe there's a language barrier here.
No, it's not language. Even some.
Why?
person-
That's what you're claiming.
He understood what I say, but language barrier when you don't understand.
No, the
but
language
you
barrier
understood.
is that maybe you don't understand what
You
we're
don't
saying.
understand what I say?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
I don't. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. It's getting confusing.
How you will say you're angry with me or on me? Let it just
when
let
we
me
want
answer.
to when we want to express
In Russia, we say on. I'm angry on you, not with you, like
Sure, but
embrace.
it doesn't matter.
On you.
Do you know
It's
why
matter. It
Shall I
shows
tell
how
you-
we think different.
Shall I tell you why it doesn't matter?
It's
Because
it. Our mental
Shall I tell you why it doesn't matter?
mental structure is different.
Shall I tell you why it doesn't matter?
It's matter because a logic.
Have you studied linguistics?
Little bit. I know.
What did you study? Where? Which scholars?
I studied little bit Sanskrit.
No. Linguistics, not a language. Linguistics.
Yeah.
Linguistics is a study of language. Where did you study? Which university? Under which scholars? Because you're making all these wild
university,
claims we'd like to know whether they're actually credible or not.
Yeah, you need to know my qualifications. There is
No, not asking for
no
qualification.
any PhD level. No, just simple me, just guy on speaker's
which
corner.
linguistic theory are you now propounding?
It's not theory. It's a practical.
Then there's no point
it's
discussing.
Not a theory. It's practical things.
Just one.
Sorry. We can't discuss this any further on this matter.
Okay.
On this matter of linguistics.
I mean,
Okay, no discuss. It's not like that. What I explained is
Because
not like that.
what you're explaining, the foundation is absent. There's no credible source to what you're
But
saying.
it's obvious. It's
But
like
when
that.
we are
yeah,
when
but
we
no,
are when
we're
we
saying
are
it's not
discussing,
obvious.
It's not obvious.
no, it's
I'll
not.
tell you why. If you give me 1 second, 10 seconds. You know the truth claim that I am angry with you. The truth claim will always be true no matter how you present it, no matter how you articulate it, no matter how you put it across. So a Russian man may come along and say, I am angry of you. Right?
On you.
A Chinese man, for
No,
instance.
even not of.
Let me
on.
finish, my friend. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to dialogue.
No, I'm just correcting you. I'm not.
It doesn't matter
I'm
whether
not
you correct me or
trying
not,
to
because
interrupt you.
okay, but it doesn't matter how you correct me. It doesn't. It's not going to change my point I'm going to make. So listen to the point. Whether a person says I'm angry of you, I'm angry in you, I'm angry with you, the truth claim I am angry with you will always be true. So that's what we're trying to get you to understand.
Point was, I understood already point, but
No,
point
what was my point?
It's but the source is.
No,
the
you haven't
same.
let me finish. So how do you know my point?
Your point. It's this process. How I will say and how I will
No.
think doesn't change because truth is same. I'm anger.
Right. Good.
Yes, I
good,
understood
good,
your
good.
point.
Okay.
But
So do you therefore now understand that your point about language has no bearing on truth?
But-
Truth will be true. For instance, every human being, irrespective of their culture, language, knows the concept of one.
let us not go there.
Why not?
Why not?
You haven't even
Because
addressed that
I'm
point.
trying to again show how our different mentality.
The mentality does not.
Which
affect
language is
truth.
better? Okay, fine. Which
It's
language
not
is better?
about better. It's not about better.
Why
It's,
not?
how different we
If
are.
it's different, then one is better than the other. Which one? Arabic? I'm claiming Arabic is better than
I'm not,
any language that you bring
I
on the
don't know.
table.
Okay, I will not speak what is better. I am not here for this.
My
No,
friend,
the moment you say
what is
someone's
language, but who am I?
different,
I
then
don't-
one is better than the other. That's what difference is
You're
like.
trying to find
but
what is better. I'm
but
not.
look, Islamic teaching is this. Allah created us with the differences of our language and our colors and our nations and tribes. Not that we despise of each other, but we recognize each other. That is the teaching of
But it's not
Quran.
it's not at
And
one
Allah
moment.
taught,
It's
Allah
not
taught
one moment
the
happens.
first human beings
We could not agree
all
on
the
one thing.
names of everything.
Wait, we
Yeah,
could not
that's why we speak languages on differently in different times.
we could not agree. It could not happen in one life. I could not agree with this man on one simple, obvious point for me. How it could
that's your
happen?
problem.
How we
It's-
could all agree
that's
in
your-
one life?
How many lives do you
Not
need?
possible.
Okay, how many lives do you think you need to prove your worth to God?
It's not about how do I think.
No, how many lives do you need?
How many? It's
Yeah.
not a point. How many?
How many
It's
then?
not a lot. This is
Sorry?
a lot.
Not-
Many.
How many? How many? How many did
Why-
So you have infinite?
Why do you need number?
infinite?
No, why do you need number?
Because of the idea of this reincarnation, back, death,
Yeah.
life circle. What we're saying is this is redundant because it doesn't address the main core problem. For example, do you remember anything of your past life, whether you did good or bad, that
my God.
brought you to this
not
life?
speaking- we're
Because
not
you're supposed to be reaping the reward, and that's why you are a human being, fully capable, smart, intelligent, and so on. If you were an animal, you would say, maybe he was a human being, did something bad, that's why he's an animal, isn't it? So if I were to ask you, answer this simple question. What does a worm have to do good work to become a human being again?
And do you remember it?
Man, we are not speaking about this.
That's what essentially this is.
We are not
Do you
speaking
need many
about
human?
this.
Do you need many lives and death cycles to go back to God? That's what you believe in. Eventually returning back to Him. We are saying one life is sufficient enough, and that is what we can demonstrate. Because you don't need more than one life. Because what is it that in the second life that you need that is not given on the first life? That you don't have the accessibility or the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm saying you have all the opportunity that you require, and that is why it is just. If it wasn't sufficient, you could say That's why you need another life, and another life. You know what the Quran says? Allah says in the Quran, those people who are in hellfire, when they will be asked, they'll say, oh, God, give us a chance. We'll be good. Return us back to life again, we'll be good. But Allah knows that even if they were to return, they'll do the same thing over and over and again. Yeah, because the human psyche, that they have,
because truth is easy.
Human psyche that they have not mended that.
Yes.
Because it's still there, not finely tuned,
So
not
now,
corrected.
So now you say psyche. Now you say
Human nature.
Psyche. You use words exactly what it means.
No.
He used this word.
What is
Yes.
What is the
And
difference?
this is true. What it's
What is
says,
this? What
it's
is the
true
difference?
What I said.
What is the difference between
It's true
human
what I
psyche
said.
and human nature?
Because you say psyche.
Yeah, I said psyche.
Yeah.
does it
You
prove
say
his point?
Yeah.
because,
How does that support you in any way?
because I spoke about psyche. How we think difference. It's our psyche.
Essentially,
Yes.
we have the same access
No,
to that.
no.
We
You
don't
already
find.
said this.
No, I said.
Psyche decide.
May I
Psyche
clarify?
decide.
We do
Yes,
not.
he says
We
this.
do not utilize. We abuse our makeup, our psyche, our nature. For example, in our nature, inbuilt is the understanding of many things about good and bad. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا, as the Quran says. He's inspired within you the bad things and the righteous things within ourselves. It's up to people. قَدْ أَفْلَهَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. It's those who are purifying their souls, their psyche, their nature, their spirit, their makeup. Those who purify themselves, they success.
Why they become contaminated?
They become successful. They become
Why
successful.
they become contaminated?
Look.
Why do you purify?
They
What it means?
contaminate
Yeah.
and diffuse
How?
and make clouded by going away from the pure nature and
Right.
absorbing. I'm just telling you, absorbing all these things around you and from other influences from inside and outside you. To give you an example,
Like reincarnation.
like the incarnation, how it diffuses.
that means
Exactly.
Now you say person need to be purified.
So
Why?
I'll tell you why.
How he became
when
contaminated.
a person is left alone, they will grow up knowing for sure there are not many gods but one God. But it's only when their parents tell them, no, that there is God Krishna, there is Bhagavan, Brahma, there is Shiva, there is Vishnu, brainwashing. That's how they get confused. By childhood, brainwashing, programming, and so on. That's the contamination.
So why they took birth there? Why Lord gave them birth there? Everyone equal. You say everyone equal from birth.
That's why,
Why
look at the solution.
Yeah.
As they grow up,
Yeah.
they will have the capability of understanding whether this is right and wrong. At that point, their job, their duty is to reject what is wrong, accept what is right.
Okay.
If they fail to do that, use their intellect properly, abuse of the intellect otherwise, then they are the losers.
Look what you said to me. They took birth in unfavorable environment.
Any household,
An
but
unfavorable
same opportunity.
unfavorable environment because they took birth in brainwashed family. They will teach
Doesn't
them it's what you
Yeah.
say. I'm just translating
Yeah, go ahead.
what I see, how I hear this. They took birth an unfavorable position for them. You already said we equal from the birth. They will brainwash during their childhood,
Yeah.
and it's doesn't have any influence on their
Because they're not accountable at that
and
point
this
as a child.
Does this make any difference in their
They are not accountable as a
psyche,
child.
mental,
do you miss the point?
mental decision
It will
making.
have an effect on your mind, but what it will not be able to do.
So how we
Let
are
me finish,
equal from
let
the
me finish,
birth
let me
then?
finish,
How's there
let me
equal?
finish, let
No,
me
no, I did not
finish.
finish. I did not.
No, you did.
No, I didn't finish. I'm trying to say who.
You didn't let me put my point across. As soon as soon as you finished, I was about to speak. I went halfway through,
Wait.
and then you immediately interrupted.
It's
so
okay,
you,
it's okay.
You tell me you finish now, and then
Carry
tell me
on.
when you finished.
Yes, I'm
Finish.
trying to. So unfavorable
Make your
positions that make a person thinks different.
Yeah, I understand.
And make wrong decision because of his education.
I understand.
And you say, still you say we are equal and have the same equal opportunity in this one life.
You start with an equal opportunity, then you have all this
It's
brain.
obvious. You
No,
say
listen,
he
listen.
will brainwash
See, you're doing it
someone
again.
who is not brainwashed.
Again, you're doing
Try
it
to
again.
listen.
Yeah.
Let him
Starts with an equal opportunity, a clean slate. Then people accumulate all this junks, dusts, rubbish, brainwashing, contamination, right? The real test is this. As they grow up, to a point of maturity, distinguishing between right and wrong, truth and falsehood, at that point is the decision point of going to be subservient to God or not. Because that's the point where they'll be accountable. This exposure they had earlier on is also a part of their intellectual rigor when they make the decision point, am I going to now fulfill? Because if they say, I reject this, that shows the strength.
Now, I was going to say, in other words, no amount of contamination will let a person not be able to see the truth. No matter what the contamination is, the truth will always be clear.
You say at the age of
so I'll give you an example.
What is this? 14?
So I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example.
It differs. Culture to culture, society to society.
No, you say what is maturity?
No, it's not linked to a particular age.
Okay.
It differs from culture to society and society.
A girl's been raped at 10 years old, at 12 years old, 14 years, 13 years old. And you think she will have, and she will need years, 10, 20 years of practice, mental practice, to get out of this trauma. Yes. And you're saying it's equal opportunity?
No,
but
it's not saying equal opportunity. Listen. If a girl, no matter,
psyche is equal to understand the truth.
You tell me when you finish, because you like to just yap.
Yeah, I'm trying to repeat and get this answer from because you're saying.
How come you're not talking, both of you? Talk, finish, let him talk, finish, and carry on.
I think you're insecure. As soon as I
you're
want
okay
to speak,
with me.
He wants to speak. You want to
interject. Okay with my brother.
Sorry, it's just so obvious for me. It's not equal and not. It's not enough for her, for such a person.
You know, when we're talking about the truth, it doesn't matter how much trauma a person has had. A person will still recognize, for instance, very fundamental truths like one. The number one can't be the number two. You have to be mad in order to say that I see one object, but I also see two objects or three objects at the same time. Let me finish. Something existing and not existing at the same time. That truth will never be, you will never be able to falsify that, no matter how much trauma you've had. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense.
Okay, but so let me finish. I haven't finished, okay. Right? So therefore, the point about a person being born in a particular household or at the age of 10 being raped, and that somehow affects that person's mentality so much that they can't even now understand the fundamental truths, is nonsense. Give me one example from science or your example in your life as an experience. No, from your own experience, where a person has been through trauma to the point where when they say one, what they really mean is two.
Yeah, I'm saying this is what I wanted to say. Example. So.
Oh, you got example for this, have you?
Yeah, example. I have example. So, for example, your culture, woman should be submissive, and if she's been raped by men, now you're telling her, you should listen to the man. And how do you
what you're talking about here?
That's nothing to do with what I've spoken about.
What culture are you talking about?
I'm saying.
Let me finish.
I'm saying fundamental truths.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
If a person's being raped,
let me finish because I let you finish.
They know they've been raped, and no one's going to say to them they haven't been raped.
Let me finish because you want the same.
That's the truth.
You want the same, yes? You want to. I finish.
Because your example is silly. It's just nonsensical.
So let me finish then.
Okay.
Fully, yeah?
Okay, go for it.
Now, girls, she has a trauma.
Yes.
Yes? And she could not accept one simple truth, that some men are good. And she could not accept because of her trauma. It's obvious. Some men...
What do you mean? No, sorry, I don't understand this.
Some men are good. Is it truth?
For the woman who's been raped?
No.
She thinks all men are bad?
No, I'm saying in general. Yes, in general. We know some men are good. Are you agree with this?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And she couldn't agree with this because of fact she has a trauma. Right. She couldn't agree with this obvious truth.
Right.
Yes?
Do you think trauma makes
ask,
people really
this is the answer on your question. This is example.
That's an example, is it?
Yeah, it's truth.
Yeah.
And she could not accept it because of her trauma.
Okay. So
is it answer?
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Do you think she believes that some men are good and some men are not good? Do you think she believes that at the same time? Can she believe that some men are good and some men are not good at the same time? Or can it only be one thing and not the other?
Let me.
Do you understand my example?
Yeah,
I hope you understand my example.
I understood. She could not.
Some men are good and no men are good.
Yeah, but trauma. doesn't allow her to do this.
Have you spoken to traumatic
Who have you?
people like that?
No,
Who's told you this?
something,
No,
something
I'm questioning this because I'm not agreeing with it.
similar.
No. Are you saying
Similar.
people who go to traumatic experience of rape, they actually cannot have an understanding that there's a possibility that one man can be good? Are you sure?
It's a moment. It's a one moment. They could understand it. They could think one moment. But then trauma comes, emotions
With
came,
the
and they could
traumatic
not have-
experience that she's undergone, are you saying the same victims,
Yeah.
they totally reject this idea that men can be good at all and all men are evil? Is that what you're saying?
At some point,
After the traumatic
at some
experience?
point she could accept.
No.
This,
At any point in the traumatic experience,
What at any point?
when she had been victimized,
Yes.
right? Now she's in trauma.
Yes.
At that point, when she is in trauma, are you saying there are victims like this?
Yes.
They feel all men are bad. I'm just asking you to
Most
confirm.
of them will be think like this. Yes.
Do you have any credible source for this? Because I don't know whether this is actually
this-
true or not.
Yeah, it's very.
What do you think? They will think of men as good?
My friend.
No, you said all men are bad.
Yes.
So they would have, because of the traumatic experience,
Yes.
all men are bad.
So what do you think? Why do you need some proof from me? What do you think?
Because
What-
I
you
would,
brought the
I
example.
would say
Yeah.
that they will say there are some men that are
Some
really
men.
bad, and that's why
And
they
some
committed this
men
crime.
are good.
But some men are not. Do you
and
think?
how she will know you're good?
Wait. Do you
Yeah.
think?
How she will know this?
I'm answering now. Do you think, in this traumatic experience, they will say my dad is also bad, my brother is also bad?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, and they believe that. They will believe that for how long? How
Man,
long
Do you
do you think that will
mind? Do
believe?
you mind
You know what you're doing?
substantiating this? I'm questioning this. I don't think this is true.
No,
Okay. You question.
No,
You just
no.
I'm
You made a
trying-
claim. Can you substantiate it?
Yeah,
please?
I'm
It
making
seems like
a
an
claim.
another
I'm-
exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Extreme exception to the rule that for
it's
a second.
extreme to make it
Hold on,
obvious.
let me finish.
Make it obvious. It's
For a,
it's extreme.
for a second, someone says, "Oh, I hate all men," but no human being will really believe that they hate all men forever. It's that momentary lapse. They'll
Why,
say,
you can-
"Oh, I hate
We
all
can
men."
find someone here very easy.
What, you deny that?
What I'm denying?
You deny the fact that when a person, for instance, says emotionally, "Oh, I hate this," "Oh, I will never speak to you again." Do you believe that that person, when he says that, he actually means that he will never speak to you again?
We came far from the point. Point.
No, you brought us to this,
Yeah.
to this point.
I don't want.
So we're addressing this, the absurdity of your
point
claim.
again. Trauma of person achieve any trauma, make his weight of thoughts, his thinking process is different. It's become broke.
No, it does
Even-
not become blocked, my friend.
Yes.
Even trauma, people recognize fundamental
Mansur
truths.
Mansur said.
For example,
No.
for example.
Let me finish.
A person
I will not
who's
listen,
who's been through trauma, they recognize
I
that
will
God
not listen
that God
because-
exists,
Because you're not allowing me to finish.
and you
my
can
point.
prove to a person who has trauma that God exists.
Last sentence I didn't hear from you.
Okay, listen to it very carefully.
No, I
Listen
will
to it very
not do.
carefully.
I will not do this because we should do dialogue.
Some women do, not all. There you go. The answer to your question.
Yeah, some
so you
women-
cannot generalize.
I don't did it.
Yes, you did.
That's what you did. That's why
I
we
did not
say.
say
Yes, you
oh. I did not say oh.
You-
I say it's
you gave-
possible that
Now you're making a general point that women, girls, when they have a traumatic experience, this is how they feel. No,
Not that game
it's
for
true.
debate here,
It's true. Some girls may feel that way, but not necessarily all women.
okay,
So you can't generalize.
some girls, yeah, it's obvious some, not all.
And always?
And I would try to find.
Always?
It's obvious point that
No,
trauma.
it's not obvious. It's obvious to you. I think you're missing our point.
For me, obvious the trauma.
This example doesn't
Okay,
negate what we're saying.
Let's come back to the point. How do you, in your belief system of karma, explain what a worm has to do a good action to go
We're
into
not
a
speaking
cycle
about-
of being a human being
Why
again?
not?
We're not speaking about war.
No,
That's
but
what
now
we're
speaking
discussing
about, because
ultimately.
We want to now know.
You want, I want, everyone
You
wants.
see why?
No, but
Why do you
Good
not?
luck with your desires.
Why
You
are you
don't-
not engaging with the fundamental differences between our belief system?
Maybe he's scared. You
Ni-
scared?
Nice. Yeah,
No?
I'm scared. No. I'm just trying to make it simple
No, you're not.
And don't
You're making it
want
more
go-
complicated.
in this
Look,
direction.
the simple point is what the brother is saying. Let's
well.
talk about your belief system. This
No.
idea that
No.
you reincarnated
No,
or you
let's talk about
let's
your
transmigrated from a worm. Do you remember when you were a worm? Do you know what wrong you did when you were a worm?
Do you remember you're 3 years old?
Anyway.
Do you remember what you ate 1 week ago?
Yeah, I do, kind of. But what's that got to do with...
What you ate one
what's
year
that-
ago? Do you
so-
remember
so-
what you ate 1 year ago?
So are you saying you don't remember then?
I'm saying, do you remember what one
So
year
are you
ago
saying
happened?
you don't remember?
No, I'm saying, you understood what I'm saying. It's so obvious. Man.
I don't. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
stupid. Please explain it to me clearly. Do you remember
Yes, you
the
understood.
good
You
and bad that
understood.
you did when you were a worm?
You understood. Your memory is short.
So, okay. So basically,
You're asking me.
I think
if
he's
you,
scared. in
if you
answering.
don't remember,
You're scared
how...
to answer questions?
Look, if you don't remember anything of your past deeds at all, if you don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
Like when...
Okay, he
imagine
doesn't
you were...
remember.
Fine. Say at one point you were a worm, but now you don't remember. So, regardless of that, what good actions does worm have to do to become a human being?
I don't know what worms should do.
That's
know.
what you believe, essentially. So there has to be a coherent system of belief in which it makes sense. If you're going to introduce a belief system of karma, life, death, circle of birth and death.
I'm not proving here karma now. What we
Do you believe in karma?
I believe, yes.
There you go.
But
So it makes
it
sense.
true?
I'm not here to prove karma. What I hear and what we start to speak, because everyone...
One cycle or many
anytime
cycle?
we speak with you, like you say logic.
Yeah.
And logic we already start to discuss. You said one life is enough.
Yeah.
I'm saying, why not one moment is enough? This is
I explained why.
Yeah. I'm just trying
Logically.
I'm just trying to remind. Yeah, what was the point?
Sure.
So we are not speaking. I'm not trying to defend karma law here.
Yeah, but you disagree
I'm
with
just
us,
trying-
and now we're talking about karma. You disagree
That's
with us.
essentially what it is. It's based on one life cycle or many life cycle. Many life cycle is governed by karma. It's by karma. Without karma, there is no life cycle.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a point that from my point of view, for Lord, if he's all powerful or he's all capable and he knows everything, he could understand your nature and your choice and not try to...
Okay.
So he rejects our position.
So
That's
there's
not my
one.
position.
Okay, one final
not let
point.
finish-
No.
let me finish.
I want to introduce another question.
because-
One final point because we're discussing and digressing. Look,
But I did not finish any point. People will not understand what I mean.
go ahead.
Yeah?
Finish.
I'm trying to say...
No. Take your time and finish.
Yeah, just 1 minute. From one point of view, just if Lord is all knowledgeable,
Yeah.
and he could decide what you said, he needs only one lifetime. I say he needs only your seeds form to understand what will become outcome of you. So what you spoke about, and you spoke about choice, and when person will be grown up enough and will be mature enough to make a decision making. Yes, point of age. So I'm saying culture and what we spoke about language, his environment makes difference how he thinks, and this makes serious decision is point of making decision point. I'm sorry,
Yeah. We understand.
I already
We understand. It makes it difficult for him.
Not difficult. It makes it different for him to make a decision.
A decision regarding the truth. Right?
Yes.
Like for instance.
Yes. And
For
this is-
instance, you
this is-
believe.
I want to come back to this point.
Yes.
So
God will
And this
balance
is-
the things.
This I finished.
Listen, God
Yeah,
will
yeah, it's
balance
okay.
the things. God will make the things fair. You don't need to worry about this. It's not. This is about predestination. It doesn't disprove Islam or prove it in any way. You're not dealing
I'm
with
not
the core
saying
point.
Islam is wrong or not.
It's not
I'm
dealing with that.
saying this.
So my final example is this. So you have an individual, not you, because I don't want to give back examples with you as an example. Imagine a belief system, within the same belief system, another individual, he says, I have many opportunities of life and death. So even if I now rape someone, kill someone, commit genocide and all these evil things, I have another opportunity. Maybe in the next life I'll behave and do good. But in this life, let me enjoy a little bit more. So that's the mentality, and I want to know how you can stop that person from exercising their evil choices. And you have a Muslim, on the other hand. This is the only life. If you do bad, that's it. You're going to end up in a very bad place. So you better do good. So it's going to always, for that Muslim, man or woman, always be on their foot to always be God conscious. I need to be good. I need to behave good. I need to not do anything bad. But on the other hand, the other individual, Sanatani Karma belief system, he says, I have infinite number of wait, let me, don't laugh, laughing away. I'm not done yet. Laughing is not going to get the problem solved. So that person says, yeah, of course. That love, this individual, he says, I have infinite number of choices of life and death. So it doesn't matter because I will have opportunity again to be good. So in this life, look, I want to be rich, so I will kill people to become rich. I want to be happy, so I will do whatever it takes to become happy. So that person, that's exactly what we see, by the way. Some people do that, okay, because of that belief system. So they carry on committing genocide, rape. Why is India, Mumbai, the rape capital of the world? Why? Why? Because of the belief system.
Why you asking
Because, let me answer, it's a rhetorical question. Because of this mindset that they think they can do whatever they want to do now, but they will have another opportunity. They might come up with next time something, a bad, like they become, I don't know, a cow or whatever, right?
I doubt this, man.
Yeah, look.
I doubt this.
You can doubt, but what is stopping?
What evidence? What
My
university you have?
May I ask you?
What university you have to prove this?
What would you do to convince this person that this is not the best way to do? Because that person says, I have another opportunity. So why do you stop me from becoming happy? Karma system means I can raise myself, I can come back to life again next time, and I'll have the opportunity to do good then. I'll do all the bad which makes me happy now. So what are you going to say to that person?
First, I will say control yourself.
Why?
No, because if you could not follow perfectly,
No, they don't want to. What's the point? They want to be happy. Why control?
You start thinking about someone else. Make your life happy.
No. Why would that person listen to you to control them?
Why should say something to him? Why?
Well, you don't want to say? So that means let them do, because that system then precisely, this system is a bad system. It will make people monsters.
It's not about
And the reality is, that's exactly what we see. Why in India? Why is it called the rape capital of the world? Because they think raping is okay. Because if I do this bad thing now in India, true reality, they think they'll come back into another life again and then behave better there. That's the karma system.
Would you not stop them? If you saw someone raping someone, you're saying that you wouldn't stop them?
Why I should do this? Why?
No, that's the question I'm putting to you.
No, I'm saying why I should do this.
You tell me.
You tell me.
No, you're explaining, you're justifying your position regarding karma.
I'm not justifying. We already started to speak about some social problem. I just tried to say one simple thing, yes, which we could not agree, that we are different from birth.
Yeah,
we are not agree on this, and you want to make me discuss
we
about
can't
social,
talk because we disagree. Let's end it there.
And talk about
Unless you
social
want to continue.
system
No.
that we are not agree how it's based. Man.
Anyway,
All right, thank you
pleasure
very
speaking
much
to
for
you
your time.
again. No bad feelings.
No bad feelings.
At the end of the day, we all want to worship God in the best way possible.
Yeah, this is good.
Does he
Good
believe in God?
agreement.
In some way.
In some
Good
way.
agreement. Good agreement.
Nice one. All the
Take
best.
care.